5 messages. Who is this? Yeah. Green Pool Ball. Yo, what's up? Haven't streamed in a while. I feel like I only stream every couple weeks or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. And I figured I haven't done it in a while, so I'll do a little bit of stream if people want to just talk about random shit while I get ready to make some dinner. I'm too lazy to write more tags for this Twitter shit. Maybe that's enough. Super Psycho, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Dead Goblin. I haven't seen that name in a while. Did you? I don't think you've been posting on my channel. I think you're cheating on me. I have not seen that name on my channel in a while. I think you have become a fraudulent viewer, I think. I'm eating some noodles right now. You guys can guess what kind of noodles I'm eating right now. That can be, you win absolutely nothing, but you can listen to the ASMR. I'll try to put the microphone closer. So you can hear the noodles of me eating and you can guess what I'm eating. What are your thoughts on the FGC, Mr. Clayton? I was going to talk about something. I was going to talk about something I saw today. Or something I saw this week and then something I saw today, actually. But ramen, no. Oh, so good. Semen Demon. Oh, man, I was talking to a Semen Demon earlier, dude. This girl is a hella Semen Demon. This girl is a huge Semen Demon. Oh, man. Her Semen Demon levels are her Semen Demon levels are extremely high. Some fettuccine, ramen with hot sauce and chicken. There is chicken in this. So he's got one part. There is chicken in this. That is a clue. There is chicken in this. There you go. You have a clue right now. Is anybody watching Evo? Has anybody been watching the Evo shiznitty? Chicken Alfredo. No, but it is chicken. What if I told you it was a Thai dish? Is that the last clue? That's the last clue. Chicken, and it is a Thai dish. I always put hot sauce on my ramen. Do you? Is that the secret? Hot sauce on the ramen all the time? How did I get so good at drawing? I don't know. Man, I feel like I gave you chicken and a Thai dish. Do anyone who's Sonic Fox. Do anyone who's Sonic Fox. Wait a second. What? What are we talking about? Sonic Boss now? I'm lost. No, I'm not talking about transgender. I'm not talking about transgender shit, no. There you go. He finally got it. Green pool ball. You win nothing, but there you go. Chicken pad thai, or whatever how you say it. Chicken pad thai. Oh man, this shit is so fucking good. Fuck me. But no, I wasn't talking about transgender, no. I feel like people forgot about Sonic Boss, did they? You know, I only keep up very randomly with FGC stuff, so a lot of times when I hear about stuff, it's because people send it to me, so I don't know if anything is specifically going on with that dude or not. I have hard enough time keeping up with my own shit. Daily food intake. Are you like looking for something specific like calories or something? Because I don't know. Calories and all that kind of shit, including what I drink. I would assume that I have about 2,500, 3,000, somewhere between there. But I don't exactly know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would think probably maybe like 2,500, 3,000, depending on the day. But I'm not really sure. I normally don't even eat this, but it was on sale at the grocery store. And I just got home and I think it tastes good, so I was like, eh. I was walking. I did a lot of walking today, so I'll just now destroy all that walking I did by eating an extra few hundred calories, I guess. Is 2,500 or 3,000 a lot? I mean, I'm including drinks though too. So I'm not including like not including drinks. So I'm including everything I drink because, you know, I drink like a fruit smoothie, that kind of stuff. So fruit smoothie, that kind of thing. So it's probably, you know, around 2,500, something like that. Who dares message me? Is it a semen demon? Let's see if a semen demon has been messaging me. Oh, indeed she has. Let me see what she says. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot. I only drink water and eat a bit. Time out. You only eat 800 calories a day? Dude, I don't think that's actually possible. You know I don't think that's actually possible. To eat 800 calories a day, I think you are confused. I think you are confused about how much you eat if you think you only eat 800 calories a day. That doesn't make any sense, you know that, right? Not really. I'll have a little nibble, then I'm set for the day. It sounds like you have a health problem if you're only eating 800 calories a day. 800 calories a day is not healthy. Yeah, I was going to say, if you're having 800 calories a day, that sounds like an eating disorder or something else is wrong. I don't even think you can technically survive on 800 calories a day. What is this? There's actually an 800 calories a day diet? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a fasting diet. So you're on a fasting diet. What the fuck is this? Blood sugar diet? I'm not sure if that's a naked FEMA or I'm dirty-minded. Oh, I'm just drawing random shit. I don't know if it's popping up. I just practice drawing bodies sometimes, that kind of thing. Do 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 bump bump bump. So has anyone been watching the Evo shit? Ugh. Hmm? Online Evo isn't hype. Yeah, I feel you. Well, anyway, I was going to talk about something I saw today and I saw last week. Did you guys see that thing that someone posted some bullshit? No boot, what's up? I was going to ramble a little bit while I start to make some dinner. I just ate my pre-meal. Did you guys see that bullshit? Like some Street Fighter guy posted some bullshit about how online lag gave him and his girlfriend like post-traumatic stress disorder or some bullshit. Mayu Oyama, what's up? Did you guys see that shit? $230 hours in fucking Strive. I haven't played Strive since that first week. Or whatever it was. I can't even remember the last time it was on. But did you guys see that shit, dude? That Street Fighter guy posted that Twitter log thing it's called, and he posted some bullshit that the online lag gave him and his girlfriend post-traumatic stress disorder, and they had to have therapy since 2019 about it or some bullshit. Did you guys see that thing? That's the long story short. I mean, there was some more bullshit there, but basically, you know, and it destroyed their relationship. And it was can I read part of it for you? Let me find it. It was fucking retarded. Let me see if I can find it. So specifically, I just wanted to comment on this and then something else. Where I don't... Well, unfortunately, I was not that invested in it, so I guess I don't have it saved, but... Okay. Let me see where this is. Let me just read a couple of like excerpts from it. Whereas my English is not good. Oh God, what is this? It always really bothered me how Caroline has literally helped hundreds of you influencers and players on a local level in NorCal and also on a professional level during her time as a Capcom representative. Especially how hard she worked for every single Capcom Cup qualifying Street Fighter V player, and only about half of them would ever say anything. And some who will not be named made Caroline have a panic attack in her hotel room in 2019 because they posted on social media about lag. Do you realize, did you just see that? Someone posted about lag on social media and they made someone have a panic attack because of it? Does that make any fucking sense to you? Like, me and a friend were talking about this. I feel like it's probably pretty normal that everyone, you know, if they're getting lagged or if there's some kind of like crazy rollback, they probably like swear to themselves. I mean, I swear to myself sometimes, you know what I mean? I played that plus R randomly online. I've swore to myself. You know what I mean? I've swore to myself. I'm like, God fucking damn it. I played this guy recently. His ping said it was like 70 or some bullshit. His ping said it was like 70 or something bullshit. And then we started playing and it was randomly jumping to the 200s and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I was like, what is this bullshit? What is this shit? Right? And I swore to myself. But man, people writing about having a panic attack? And the outpouring of sympathy is ridiculous in this thing. I'm just reading this. I'm like, this is... And I'm like... fucking pathetic. No, I know I did not get PSTD, right? And I'm like, and they had to seek therapy? You had to seek therapy because someone talked about lag? Or what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, wait, let me read some of these comments. Wait a second. Oh, that's great. I don't think I saw anything like that, but that sounds incredibly stupid. Sounds dumb as hell. For real, that's what I'm saying. People are just dumb nowadays. What the fuck? Was he beating his wife when he got Wi-Fi opponents? My friend gifted me the game and I wasn't going to play it. I tried everyone on the roster and well, it's really dry. It's a perfect corporate product gameplay-wise, but like you say, it lacks old school charm and longevity to stay fresh. Imagine forcing yourself to ruining your life because your game lagged. You literally just execute one of your character's 2 or 3 only viable strategies flowcharts to win, and that's 90% of the roster. I really want to stay, but I've got a strict sleep schedule nowadays. I don't follow this line of logic. Oh no, my God, my guy's teleporting all over the screen. Time to Caesar, did you? So yeah, it says I'm like this guy and his girlfriend, they got like post-traumatic stress disorder, and they had to have like therapy. Like, does that sound fucking retarded to anyone else? I'm like, that just is so. Anyway, and this thing was just fucking retarded. I mean, I'll post a link in here of this if you guys want to see it. The whole thing was fucking retarded, and I couldn't believe how much fucking an outcrying of support this guy got for this. And I'm like, this is like, dude, why does this guy have so much support about complaining about lag in a video game that it caused like post-traumatic stress disorder? They had to get therapy for their relationship and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what? And it's like, dude, I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure Yeah, when people are getting lagged and you probably swear to yourself. I've sworn to myself, right? Is that like, I think that's probably normal. Like, okay, you get angry at lag. Okay. I don't think you need to have therapy about it, right? Like that kind of shit is like promoting mental illness, right? I mean, like what the fuck, dude? That shit is fucking retarded. That shit is stupid. Did you see what Punk said on Capcom Pro Tour about lag? I don't follow Punk. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't follow what he says or doesn't say. So I don't know. Did he complain about lag? I mean, okay. I mean, like I said, I feel like complaining about lag is not weird, right? I don't think complaining about lag is weird. I think claiming that it's giving you panic attacks and post traumatic stress disorder, that you need therapy about it. And then when you say that you actually need therapy about it and people are like supporting you, I think that's really fucking weird. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, like maybe video games aren't for you, dude. If someone posted about lag, if someone posting about lag, you know what I mean, gave you a fucking panic attack, I don't think that deserves praise. That's fucking weird as fuck. Right? And then the second thing I was going to talk about today, which I thought was kind of weird. Let me see if I can find this. Again, I saw it offhand. I saw it offhand before I went out for my... Oh, God. This was just so weird. What is this? Oh, my God. People ever... Oh, my God. So weird. So weird. I feel I kind of want to make a video calling him out. I kind of want to make a video calling him out. And anyway, do you ever see, and I've made videos about it too. Do you ever see people make videos, and like a certain guy recently made a video where he said he is the oldest OG in the Guilty Gear scene ever, which I don't even, what kind of, who the fuck would be retarded enough to even believe that when I was kind of listening to what he said, right? He just said, I'm the oldest OG, whatever it was, paraphrasing what he said. I'm the oldest OG. I'm the only one that still plays video games that played old school Guilty Gears. And I'm like, dude, who the fuck, like, how can you even say that and you think someone is going to believe you, right? You really think that you're the oldest person, the most OG Guilty Gear player ever? And I'm like, dude, I played Guilty Gear for PlayStation. I'm sure other people have played Guilty Gear for PlayStation. You are not the oldest OG Guilty Gear person ever. Like, what a weird kind of thing. Like, the video was just, you know what, I'll post it. I'll post the video, right? And I couldn't even make it through. I couldn't even make it through the whole video because I just saw this, and he's talking about like he's the oldest old school player. And the thing is, I know the dude, and it's just kind of like, and we and him don't have like a beef or anything. So it's like, do I call the guy out? But it just seems so weird. And the thing is, again, I didn't watch the full video, so take this with a grain of salt. I didn't watch the full video. Again, I'll say this twice now, so no hater tries to mess with what I'm saying. I didn't watch the full video, so take it with a grain of salt. But I kind of skimmed it, and it just struck me as something. Do you ever see someone will tell a story, and everyone has a story, This has been a small chat. We've only had, I think we had 25 people or something in this chat at some point. This has been a small chat, right? Not a big chat. Not a big chat, right? Oh, do I have dislikes? Do I have dislikes or something already? I don't know. But I lost my train of thought. Do you ever see, and okay, so what I lost my train of thought. Everyone has their own story, okay? Everyone has their own story. Everyone in this chat has their own story in their life, right? But do you ever see people that when they tell their own story, they basically only put in a few snippets of truth to try to make the story sound credible? So, I mean, I was watching his story, and again, take that with a grain of salt. And I'm like, there's a few true things here, but overall, it is just completely misleading and disingenuous, right? And it gets back to what I said about how I've kind of felt like I haven't felt will to play video games anymore. Because I realized that, like, what am I doing, right? Like, I see what the community does, and I am such a honest to a fault person, right? I'm just a really, I don't even like even white lies. I try to stay away from even doing little white lies, right? But I mean, I just looked at that video, and again, I didn't watch the whole video, but I was looking at this and I'm like, this is overall a very disingenuous kind of video. And I'm like, there's a couple of snippets of proof in here, but it's very disingenuous. And I'll tell you a story. So first of all, what it appears, again, I didn't watch the whole video all the way through. But I skimmed it in a little bit. First of all, the idea that you're the oldest Guilty Gear player, the biggest OG, is completely retarded. There's tons of people that played old school Guilty Gear. I don't know. Have you guys ever played Guilty Gear for PlayStation? I would assume that lots of people on my channel have played Guilty Gear for PlayStation, right? So I don't know what he was trying to, what kind of clout he was trying to get, because I don't even know how that would even be reasonable to think that you're the only person that was playing Guilty Gear back in the day that still plays video games. It just sounds fucking retarded. I mean, I've been playing Street Fighter 2 since Street Fighter 2. Before I could even bust a boner. Before I could even get a boner, I was playing Street Fighter 2. So obviously, I mean, it's fucking retarded. And he told this story in it, and this is funny. And you know what? I'll give him a little bit of credit, right? I'll give him a little bit of credit here, and I'll tell a story, right? So he posted some story trying to kind of solidify, like, the idea that, and of course he was a known player back in the day. Like, don't get it twisted. He was a known player back in the day, but he was trying to tell this story of, you know, to solidify that he's such an OG and all this kind of stuff. And he told this story in 2003, how he went to this Midwest tournament and he won, and that there were people from California there, and that there were people from the East Coast there, and all these other places, and he won, and that the whole chat and the whole room, everyone got quiet because they saw how good he was. And I'm going to be honest, right? I do remember him winning a Midwest tournament offhand. But do you know what? All these good people were not actually at the tournament. And that's what I'm talking about, like a snippet of truth, right? I recall him winning a Midwest tournament in 2003, something like that. But when he talks about that there were all these people from the East Coast there, all these great guys, who from the East Coast was good that was there? Who from the Midwest that was good that was there? I'm not denying that he won this tournament that he's talking about. But again, this is these kind of snippets of truth that the fighting game community tells. And it's like, you know, the Midwest tournament that I won with 100 people that I tell the story at? How many times have I told on this stream? I won that big 100-man tournament, Midwest tournament in 2003. But guess what? Do you think all 100 of those people were good? Fuck no, they weren't good. And you sure as fuck don't see me saying everybody was good at that tournament, right? But you know what? that 100-man tournament that I did win, there was a lot of good people that were considered good in the community at the time. Basically, everyone from the Midwest and the East Coast that was actually considered good, not this, oh, hey, we're going to say we're good, but we've never done anything in a tournament. Pretty much everyone that was considered good in the Midwest, Kenji was there, Elvin Shadow was there, all these fucking guys that are still famous nowadays, right? All these people were there at the tournament besides Kono. Kono was the only known player at the time that was not at that Midwest tournament that I won, okay? And again, that's why I always say whenever I tell a story about what happened back in the day, I try to make them long-winded just so no one thinks that I'm telling a story or telling a kernel of truth, right? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I was watching this guy's story, and I'm like, yeah, some of the stuff he's saying is true, but it's kind of really misleading because all these good people were not actually there, right? Like, yeah, he won the tournament, but all these people that were actually good were not there, right? And another thing, too. So he was talking about 2003 and how everyone shut up because he won this tournament. Now, I don't want to talk too much shit because I've told you guys about 2003. Evo, right? No, this isn't me not saying he's not good because I'll tell you what, he actually has beaten me at a tournament before, okay? That's not me saying that, so I just told you straight up. He actually has beaten me at a tournament before, but I'll tell you what happened, right? But I'm just trying to like give you the big picture because some people, they tell like a kernel of truth, but they don't tell the whole story. So he's talking about 2003 and how he did all this stuff. 2003, when we had the 5-on-5 tournament, the best in America, he wasn't even on the team. Okay? So is that kind of, strange that, he's saying he did all this stuff in 2003, but he wasn't actually on any of the big teams. He didn't even make the team. Right? Isn't that kind of a little, I'm sure he didn't tell that part of the story. And now, for what it's worth, I don't know what setups he had to play in 2003 because if you recall, 2003 is the tournament that I told you guys that they were randomly making me play on a projector screen and tried to say that it wasn't going to lag for Evo, which was obviously complete bullshit back during the dark days of video games when, they were trying to be like, oh no. And, that was complete bullshit because I had won all the big tournaments up to that, okay? All the big tournaments heading up to Evo that year, my first year of disability, I was winning them. And then when I got to Evo, they were randomly making me play on that projector screen. So I didn't even get to practice. And when I did get to play, 1 minute I'm playing on a projector screen. And they're like, unless you play, you're going to be disqualified. And I'm like, dude, this is such fucking bullshit. A literal movie theater's projector screen. And you're going to tell me it's not going to lag. So I'm not the only one that had to play on that kind of shit. So he might have had to play on it too, okay? So I'm not saying that. But I recall he was not even on the 5-on-5 team. So what I'm getting at, I see some of these stories that other OG people say about the community and what happened. And it's kind of sad, right? Because some of the things they say are a little bit true, but they tell them like in a misleading and disingenuous way that is not totally factual, right? They'll put up a little bit, just a little kernel of truth, and then, okay, maybe if we tell a little bit of something true, then people will believe the rest of the story is true. And it just seemed like I saw that, and I'm like, man, that's kind of sad, right? That's kind of... Did you get what I'm saying? It's like, man, people are getting older that were playing back then. And it's like, man, it's pretty, I guess, younger people, watch my channel. So maybe they're not old enough to feel like that. Or, well, I shouldn't say that because obviously a lot of younger people, they make up stories too. But I just saw that story and I was like, man, he just told a little bit of truth. And then I guess he's hoping people are not going to actually look at the whole story. And I just thought that was kind of sad. And again, just to like give him credit, he was a known player back in the day. And me and him only played in one tournament. And I can tell you, the one tournament we played in, he did beat me. Okay. And I'll tell you the tournament where he beat me. So it was Evo 2K4. And I told that story of what happened at Evo 2K4 is it was that classic tournament where everyone had been playing Reload in America. Not everyone, quotation marks, everyone. Most of the tournaments in America were Reload, right? And so what happened is then for Evo 2K4, they decided, well, since Reload doesn't have an official release, even though all the tournaments, generally speaking, I don't know what it was. You probably could have said something like 80%. 80% of tournaments in America maybe were Reload, right? But for Evo, they decided, they just oh, we're not going to have Reload, we're going to have XX, right? And so this was the tournament. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, you know what I mean? I had just done radiation not too long before. So if you see the pictures of me there, my hair was falling out. I looked like shit, right? I was real fucking sick. And it's like, oh, fuck. Well, I'm not really playing. I'm so busy with doctor stuff. Oh, did it freeze? Is it still going? So real fucking sick. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Now it's XX. And I'm like, and if you've ever played XX to Reload, Reload is Reload with Kai, you do light to hard. But in XX, you do light to medium, basically, right? So it's like, well, fuck, I don't got the muscle memory for this. I haven't been playing this game in a year, right? So that's that classic tournament where I told the story of me and Ricky, for some reason, had the first round. And I'm like, I'm out of practice. I haven't been playing. So I'm sure he's not ready here. Now whatever, had the sex change. She's probably not ready for the Shinakuma. So I did Shinakuma, and there were perfects and instant killed. And, I won, and they slapped my hand away. And they were filming me for Evo because I had been winning so much at the point. And then after I beat Ricky, actually I did beat Ricky, and then I played Fuberduck after that, and Fuberduck did beat me 2-1 actually. So I'm not saying I'm not giving the person any credit, but I have my excuse. It was XX, and we had been playing Reload for a year, and I didn't have the muscle memory for it. I was fucked up after doing radiation, all that kind of stuff. But oh wow, someone gave it $20. Who gave the $20? Bo Squared, thanks for the $20. Hey, I definitely appreciate the $20. Bo Squared, thank you. So anyway, the point is, I'm not giving the guy no credit because the guy was a known player. But what I'm saying is that the story he told doesn't really give you the whole picture of what happened, right? Yes, he did win a tournament in 2003, but I can also tell you the guy didn't win enough that he was even on any of the big teams that year. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? And it makes me feel sad, right? Because you're like, man, it's sad, right? And that's why when I tell these stories, I always try to tell like the full picture because I don't want anyone ever to be able to have anything legitimate against me. I can tell you who I've lost to. I can tell you who I've won. And any excuse I have, I can live with that excuse, right? But you see these people and they tell stories and it's like, man, you can tell it must hurt them. It must hurt them that they can only tell a kernel of truth of the story. And fuck, I'm bitter. I'm bitter about the old days, right? I have my own bitterness stuff, but my bitterness hasn't made me change the story or not tell the full picture of the story. Does that make sense? I don't know. Are people even listening? Are people even listening to the story? The story people are like, "What an old Clayton! You're so old, right?" So time out. I'm gonna put my chicken in the oven. Time out. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Put the chicken in the oven. Anyway, so you know, when I saw that story, I was just like, it kind of like made me think like, man, why is the fighting game community, why do people, you know, promote people such bullshit, right? Why do people promote such bullshit? Is it like mental illness that you have like a unclear remembrance of the past, right? You know, people will try to say that I have these stories of like, oh, Clayton is like some football player that won a high school championship that still talks about the bullshit. And it's like, how many times I constantly say, I'm not claiming I would win a tournament anymore. Do I have a crazy record in plus R? Hey, I've said, you know what? You know, the only reason I know that I have beaten people that were on that top 25, the recent plus R tournament, all that kind of stuff, because I've said I have no shame in my game. I'm very naive to plus R, right? So that's why I said for plus R, I'm so naive. I've gone back because I just don't have the matchup experience. I don't know the people that I'm beating. I don't know the people that I'm playing or anything like that, but I can tell when I'm playing that I'm not playing it as good as I could. So I'll go back and I'll look at someone that I'm playing and I'm like, I bet this guy's probably considered good. I bet this guy's probably considered good, right? And then I look it up and it's like, oh shit, this guy was on the top 25 American team versus Japan and I beat this guy? And I'm like, oh man, come on, bro. Come on this broken controller. You know what I mean? But still, even saying that, I'm not saying I would win any tournaments. You know what I mean? And so there's no, I don't know. I don't even like telling white lies, right? So, I mean, I just saw that and and again, I don't have any beef with the guy. I have no beef with the guy. I don't know even the Street Fighter guy that I talked about, but I just thought it was so sad. And then you see people like regurgitating what they're saying. And it's like, dude, this isn't how it had happened back then. Like, if you believe this guy because he said that he won this tournament and you looked up the tournament and you saw that he won, and it's like, look at the picture, dude. These people that he said he beat at the tournament, though, all these good people that are supposedly there, though, were not actually there. You know, it's like, there's a little kernel of truth there. You did win this tournament, but this idea that you shut everybody up, it's like, dude, the good people weren't actually there. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, well, I wasn't there. Kenji wasn't there. Elvin Shadow wasn't there. Kono wasn't there. Like, are you sure all these good people, like, these are the people that were winning tournaments back then, and they weren't there. So it's like, yeah, you won this tournament, but, you know, and again, and I'm going to use that example I gave. You know what, 2003, who won that big 100-man tournament? It was me. But you're not going to hear me say that there was 100 of good people there. There was a goddamn ton of scrubs there. It was not a packed 100 people. It was 100 people with a ton of fucking scrubs, let me tell you. But it is a fact that Kenji was there. Elvin Shadow was there. Pretty much everyone that was good in the Midwest and East Coast at the time was there besides Kono. He's the only person that was not there at that tournament that I won in the scene at the time in that, you know, Midwest to East Coast. So, you know, that's why I say, like, you know, that's why I try to tell the full picture, right? Because I don't want anyone to be able to, like, put words in my mouth. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, I just see that kind of stuff and it's like, man, it makes me feel like, what is this mental illness? Like, come on, bro. Like, if you're going to tell a story, tell the full story, because I don't know, that was basically my thought when I saw that today, and I was just like, ugh. And I was like, do I make a real video about this, or do I just talk on stream about it while I make my dinner or some bullshit? Because I was like, man, I don't know, bro. This story is a little you know. You know. Oh, well. A little suspect, yes. The Federal Bureau of Investigations. A little suspect, yeah. Like I said, part of it's true, but you know, I don't know, dude. Like I said, I try to stay away from even white lies, right? I try to stay away from even white lies. So I just thought I saw that, and then the thing like the oldest OG, it's like, bro, come on. I don't even know what that means. Give me a bull. That's some bullshit. Having sponsors when being a pro gamer now, expecting you to win tournaments must suck hard, though. I don't even think you have to, dude. I think game companies sponsor tons of people that don't necessarily win tournaments, right? They're doing it because they think they can get away with it. Have you ever ran into any Guilty Gear OGs online in Plus R? I might have. It depends, right? Because I certainly have played people that I see talked about. If you're talking about like, have I played Kenji or something like that? If you're talking about that kind of thing, I don't think I have, but I have played a couple of, I guess they're called Smurf accounts. My friend told me, which I can't, and he laughed about it. But I'm like, technically my account's fake, right? Because I have played a few people who had very small records, but you could tell they've played the game more than 100 times, right? Like, I'm sure people have played one of my fake accounts, and they're like, this guy has not only played the game 100 times before, right? So I might have. It's possible that I have played some people's fake accounts, because I've definitely played some people, and me and my friend were both laughing at it. We're like, there's no way this guy's only played the game 100 times. This must be his fake account, right? So it's hard to say. Who can say on that front, I suppose. Ruinez, what's up, dude? I feel like those guys are insecure about finding the full story. Yeah, it's just weird because again, Evo 2K3, like I said, he didn't even make the team, right? So it's like, and you know what? I'll give him a little bit of credit though, because for what it's worth, the asterisk mark, although he did not make the team, remember, Evo 2K3 was very kind of shady because they were making certain people play on a projector screen. I was one of them. So maybe he had to play some of his matches on a projector screen as well. I don't know. I don't know if he did or not, so I can't say for that. But, just telling a story about how everyone shut up about you in 2003 because you won some tournament. It's like you won this tournament, and these people that you beat, they were not the good people at the time. You know what I mean? And you also didn't even make the top team of 2003. So again, the whole story is not there. But I'm going to give him credit. He did win the tournament, or he did win a tournament, at least one, and maybe he had to play on bullshit setups like I did. So I don't know who all had to play on that, but again, I just thought it was weird because some people, again, we got like 25 people in the chat, not a big chat. All 25 of you guys have your own story, right? Everyone has their own story and their experience in the fighting game community. But sometimes when people tell a story, they only tell a little bit of truth. And it just is, I don't know, I just think it's kind of sad. It's just kind of like, It's like, man, that's not it's like history lesson, the original Guilty Gear OG. And it's like, bruh, it's like who is really the longest standing OG player? It's like, bro, content is at least 90% true. I don't even know if it's 90%, bro. Is it even 50%? It might be 50% true. It might be a 50% true story. I don't know. That asterisk mark saying that it's a 90% true story. I don't know, bro. It might be 50%, maybe 50%, dude. I don't know, man. But oh well. Who messaged me? I don't know. Never mind. I'll tell you another day, or when I see you.
Baby. Show you why I am the way I am. Can I tell you what I think my biggest flaw is, baby? I try.
Oh, well. Do we have any other questions? Like I said, I wasn't going to do a long stream. I'm going to eat dinner, so. Barely. I'm kind of new to it all. Yeah, no, I got a lot of newer viewers, so it's okay. Like I said, I don't know if I want to make a full YouTube video about it because I'm not super horny about video games right now, but I just, you know, it's something I saw it and I was kind of like, man, come on. You know, I have another FGC on NBC video coming up. I have a world building episode of the FGC. I have a world building FGC on NBC video coming up. Hopefully it is hopefully it's a good video. Hopefully people laugh at it. Not too much to do with fighting games. It will only have to do a little bit of fighting game stuff, but hopefully it's sort of funny. Hopefully, maybe. Oh yeah, I haven't heard Final Fantasy 12 music in a while, so I've started posting it. Final Fantasy 12 is a weird game. Final Fantasy 12 is one of those things that I don't remember having a super lot of fun when I played it. I remember exactly when I played it too. It's kind of funny, but I remember Final Fantasy 12 isn't a game that I had super lot of fun when I played it. But when I look back on it, I feel kind of nostalgic about it. I feel some nostalgia about it. It was like, you know what? The ending is complete bullshit. Like the ending, like the last part of the story is complete bullshit. And who knows, maybe that's because the director left, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know. Are we doing spoilers for Final Fantasy 12? The way that Final Fantasy 12 ended after that plot twist or whatever, absolutely garbage. What a fucking garbage. The last 15% of the game is complete trash. You know what I mean? But you know what? I look back on the game and I'm like, you know what? It was a solid game. It was fun. I enjoyed playing it. You know what I mean? So I can't I feel it's gone up a little bit. Wasn't super horny about it when I played it as a kid, but as I got older, I'm like, you know what? It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I gotta admit, it was pretty fun. I mean, it was pretty fun. What's another song we should do from it? Ooh, the last one I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, that was like I said, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake was it was a good game, but not a good RPG, in my opinion. Final Fantasy VII, good game, but not a good RPG. Like, you know, when I think of RPGs, I think of games that make you feel immersed in the world and like kind of like make you feel imaginative, you know, make you want to get lost in the world. And Final Fantasy VII Remake, I had fun playing it, and to its credit, I also think Final Fantasy VII Remake has potentially the best boss battles ever in a quotation marks RPG. Probably even better than Kingdom Hearts 2. Like when I think about RPGs that had just awesome boss battles, you know what I mean? I think about Final Fantasy VII Remake now and Kingdom Hearts 2, that kind of shit. But besides that though, like I said, Final Fantasy VII Remake, I didn't feel invested in the characters. I just constantly felt like, who is this game for? You know what I mean? Like, is this for old fans? Is it for new fans? It's just kind of like, It was a fun game, but not a good RPG. Like, I did not feel inspired when I played the game. I didn't feel like that sense of curiosity about the world. You know what I mean? It didn't do it for me on that level. I think it failed as a game. But, yeah. But yeah, no, Final Fantasy. I actually like Final Fantasy VIII. I guess not super horny, and I guess not a lot of people are super horny about Final Fantasy VIII, but I liked Final Fantasy VIII. I liked Final Fantasy X-2. I thought that was fun as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Watch the Olympic Games on Xfinity. Root for Team USA and feel the energy. 7,000 plus hours of the Olympics on display with Xfinity. You get every hour of every day.
Innings after 3 rotations. Hashimoto Daiki from Japan. Remember, Uchimura Kohei won the last 2.
Final Fantasy 13 I didn't play. I have not I don't oh man, I'm trying to think. I feel like I only have one friend in real life that played Final Fantasy 13. I feel like he said Final Fantasy 13 was not good. He liked Final Fantasy 13 2, and he didn't like Final Fantasy 13 3, I think. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I can only think of one person that played Final Fantasy 13 that I have a friend of. I never played it. Are you going to play those Final Fantasy Pixel remasters? Oh, I don't even know what that is. I have absolutely no idea what that is. What is Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster? I don't even know what that is. I have no idea. Chat disconnected. Wait, did it freeze? I just got the chat disconnected. Can you guys see anything, or is it not working? Well, I'll finish up these questions, I guess. I don't know if the chat... It says the chat disconnected. Can people still see this? Or maybe... Successfully connected. Oh, there we go. Thoughts on the Persona 5 soundtrack? I don't even remember it, so it must not have been that amazing. I don't remember I can't even remember the Persona 5 soundtrack, so it must not have been that amazing. But I like 4 and 3. I like 4 and 3. If you want a 90s style cyberpunk RPG, give Soul Hackers a try. There's a 3DS version too. I'll play Final Fantasy X, but when I played Shin Megami Tensei 4, it got completely shadowed. Xfinity. There we go. I guess it disconnected for... I got some message that it disconnected.
Olympic all-around titles. Japan looking for 3 in a row. And Hashimoto would be the youngest men's all-around gold medalist in history at the age of 19. Hasn't been a teenager.
I'll tell you, he has just improved his gymnastics in every way on a lightning pace. His philosophy, hard work beats talent.
And when you combine
Hard work beats talent. Is that a Dragon Ball Z line? Is that the Goku Vegeta line?
Very, very difficult. Oh, boy, that was uncharacteristic for him, and
See, that frustration he knows. Huge deduction on that landing.
he's really got excellent form. From the board to the table, that's about as good as it gets. 3 twists, just takes a giant step to the side.
A giant step to the side. That's not good. Do you draw? I do. I do scribble sometimes. Pixel Remaster is a release of the Final Fantasy 1 to 6. It has different sprites and other quality of life features. Final Fantasy 4 is my favorite game. I think my friend's favorite game is actually Final Fantasy 4, or his favorite Final Fantasy. I think he told me that. So I actually have heard people actually say that is their favorite Final Fantasy. And yes, I scribble a little bit. If you're ever bored, I have many scribbles on my Instagram if you're ever bored. Don't know if you have more tabs open on your PC, but sometimes chat dies due to lack of memory.
And so that step,
I have the Olympics on. I was looking at some Olympic thing in the background.
and it's 3/10 because
emerged in a big way as Japan's top all-around man. 14.7 the execution, 9.2 out of a perfect 10 for vault. Trying to become the youngest individual all-around gold medalist ever. This men's event, we've never had a teenager win the gold, and he's looking to make it 3 in a row for Japan.
And you know, it was such a hard-fought battle. In the men's team competition,
Clayton, what was your favorite movie from 2001? Fuck, I don't know. No fucking idea. I couldn't even tell you. That's too long ago. I don't even know. What came out in 2001? I couldn't even fathom what came out in 2001.
Russian Olympic Committee came up.
Time out. Let me take my chicken out, and we'll do a few more questions. Then I'm going to bust out of here, guys. Let's finish up some questions and I'm going to bust out of here, guys. I appreciate the donation earlier. Remember, if anyone else ever wants to donate or support the channel, I do appreciate it. I know I'm not really playing a lot of video games. I just don't really feel like it. Hopefully, I think Dragon Ball FighterZ is getting an update or something. So if it gets updated, you know, I'll probably try to do some videos for it. Probably. I mean, I don't know, but again, I can't make any promises video game wise. But again, if you want to support the channel, super chat, PayPal, Patreon, I appreciate it. Thanks. Anyway, don't know my favorite movie. Olympic fencing is intense. You should watch some. Do you have new Vegito scraps? No, I don't really have anything. I think someone asked that the last stream I did. I did actually have another Teen Gohan combo video from back in the day, but I made it so long ago, I have no idea where it is. But I did have another Teen Gohan combo video from very, very long ago, but it was just, I don't fucking know where it is. I don't even remember what I did. I literally don't even remember exactly what it was when I made. I have a vague idea of the new stuff that I did, but I don't remember it enough to even refilm it offhand. I would have to think about it. And again, there's just so many videos just saved in a clusterfuck. But yeah. Do you like Dragon Quest? I played the original Dragon Warrior, and that was about it. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, I don't have much to say about it. But yeah, I played the original Dragon Quest. Yeah. Oh, but oh God, Jesus fucking Christ! All these movies fucking suck. Joe Dirt, Hannibal, Jurassic Park 3. I think I thought I looked at the Final Fantasy 16. I think I looked at Final Fantasy 16 eventually. I didn't really have anything to say about it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I don't even know what to fucking tell you about those movies. Some of those I haven't even seen. Spy Kids. What the fuck, dude? Spy Kids. Fuck that. I mean, the funny thing is, I actually have some Dragon Warrior 1, jokes in one of the FGC on NBC videos coming, but these videos take so goddamn fucking long to do. With my talent, that is. With my quotation marks talent, it is not good. I would pick up Fighter Z again only if they added flawless defense to the game. Defensive options in the game, I don't really like them. I feel them limited. And pushback just sucks. Don't know why it wasn't changed. And pushback just sucks. Don't know why it wasn't exactly like Marvel vs. Capcom. Don't know if they had changed it. Well, supposedly they are going to add some changes, right? Hopefully we'll see the changes soon. What's your favorite genre of music? Probably video game, right? I would say I am a nerd enough to say my favorite genre of music is probably video game.
夏、冬。
Doo-doo. Man, I'm not even gonna comment on this thing. What the fuck did he fuck my titties? You gotta be kidding me. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Should I give you guys spoilers? Should I give you guys spoilers for the FGC on NBC video? I could actually play. Do you want me to play? I could play. Maybe I should play. Maybe I should play. Maybe I should play. Gall Thief Gaming. Yo, Clayton, what's up? Hope you're doing well, fam. Hey, what's up? You caught me right as the stream is about to. Caught me right as the stream is about to end. Is it true that the more you age, the less you are interested in games? I'm sure the older you get, the less you care about shit in general. But my video game stuff just happened, you know. I realized when Strive came out and all these other kind of things, you know, I just realized that, man, and you know, it's like, wow. It's like I have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that when it comes to just that specific, and again, I keep saying, I'm not saying I would win tournaments. This has nothing to do with competitively speaking, but creatively speaking, when I just think about, you know what I mean, all the stuff I've done in video games for fighting games, you know, in terms of foundation-wise for fighting games, finding simple stuff to finding complicated stuff, combo video stuff, whatever it is. It's like, dude, I've proved without a shadow of a doubt that I'm the greatest of all time at that one specific aspect of video games. And I was just like, there's just nothing else to do. I realized that I could leave fighting games for like another generation and people still would not catch me. And when I had that kind of keen realization, I just kind of realized I just have almost no will to play fighting games now. It's like, I proved I'm the best in the world at something, but I don't really have a lot to show for it. And I proved I was the best in the world while people wanted me to fail. While I had all these excuses to not be able to do it. And it's just kind of like, I guess I'm the best. And it was like an empty victory, an empty moral victory. And so it's like, well, I guess I'm done. It is what it is. So I'm like, Anyway, honestly speaking, the childlike wonder and charm you feel from games is exponentially lessened. I'm glad I was there. That is such a big word, and I'm surprised I was able to pronounce it. Exponentially lessened. I mean, it's been a long time since video games have actually made something unique. But I still love them from a nostalgic, universal sense. And fighting games are a gift to keep giving. Before, I used to play games for hours. Now it's hard to play a game for more than 30 minutes. Well, guys, I'm about to eat my dinner. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the stream. Man, if you ever want to donate, super chat here. I'll give you 10 seconds. Otherwise, forever hold your peace. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Again, I don't know if I want to make a video exactly about what I talked about today, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. I got to keep the channel active. I don't fucking know. Anyway, again, thanks for tuning in, though. Kind of blah, 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 blah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Later, guys.